Hi friends, today on November 17, I'm very happy to speak about the saint of the day, that is Saint Elizabeth of Hungary. She is the first royal Franciscan tertiary to be canonized. Have you ever heard about her? If not, I will tell you something very special about her. Saint Elizabeth lived at the early part of 13th century. She was a child, princess, mother, queen, widow, and a pious woman. She died at the age of 24, and within 4 years, Pope Gregory IX named her a saint on 1235, May 25. Elizabeth was born in Hungary in 1207 as the second child of Andrew II of Hungary. She was married at the age of 13 or 14 to Ludwig. They loved each other and personal morals intertwined perfectly. She remained strong in faith and never wavered in her devotion to the poor. She directed all her actions and intentions to God. She practiced penance and gave alms to the poor regularly. She refused to go to Mass in embroidered sleeve or glove as she felt that those were luxuries. Luckily, her husband died as he went on a crusade. Hence, Elizabeth became a widow at the age of 20 and was left with 3 children. Brother of Ludwig, who was cruel and harsh, drove her out of Warburg. In 1228, Elizabeth relinquished worldly possession and proceeded to become a member of the Third Order of St. Francis. She died at the age of 24. Her feast day is celebrated on November 17, and she is called as the patron saint of bakers and symbol of Christian charity. Elizabeth is best known for her miracle of the roses, which says that she was taking bread to the poor in secret. She met her husband on her way, who asked her to reveal what was hidden under her cloth. Her cloth fell open, white and red roses could be seen. Another miracle is that she lay a labor on the bed that she shared with her husband. Her mother-in-law, who was horrified by this, told her son Ludwig. When Ludwig removed the bedclothes in great indignation, he saw the figure of Christ crucified, stretched upon the bed instead of a leper. All this miracle proved that Saint Elizabeth was serving Lord Jesus in and through her charity to the poor people.
Society exists to serve individuals and not the other way around. When Jesus washed the feet of his disciples during the Last Supper, he taught an important lesson that his disciples must be humble and obedient servants. Anyone who wishes to be the disciple of Jesus ought to become humble servants, even if he or she in an exalted position in the society. Saint Elizabeth of Hungary clearly understood this message and wished to become a real disciple of Jesus by serving the poor. Of royal blood, Elizabeth could have lorded it over her subjects. She served them with loving heart. That is why her brief life stands as a shining example of charity for Christians. If we search pictures of Saint Elizabeth, we find a queen distributing alms or a woman wearing a crown and tending to beggars, or a woman wearing a crown and carrying lots of roses in her apron or mantle. Pope Benedict XVI praised Saint Elizabeth as a model for those in authority. As an Elizabethan sister, I am inspired by her and I hope you to be inspired by her to leave the palaces of our comforts and safety, to adapt and identify the common folk of the society. This is how we all can keep up the spirit of Saint Elizabeth. Wishing you all a blessed feast day of Saint Elizabeth of Hungary. Thank you.